Now, and welcome to this tutorial showing you how to make bitmap images out of other bitmap images. And in this case I'm going to make a super dog using the head of my dog, the muscly body of some other dog, and a whole bunch of Superman's bits and bobs. So hopefully aiming to make something that looks a bit like this. Right, so I'm going to start by going to the home page and creating a new picture, and Superhero Pug is the name of it, standard size, full HD thing, create. Right, and then I'm going to grab my images. I've already collected my images, so I've saved my images from the internet, saving the biggest picture that I could find of that image. So I'm going to drag that, drop that in there, and click add current to add each image in as it comes in. Right, so here we go. That's my pug with me. Let's just get me off the stage for a start. That's the body of this dog that's going to be created. Right, let's get this thing out of the way. Right, okay, so that's going to be the background image. I'm going to lock this, drag it to the bottom, and hang on, that's the wrong dog. That's the wrong dog. Where the flip's that gone? That is the muscle dog. Oh, right, sorry. Yeah. Okay, so that's an error that students sometimes come up with. This is all the way at the bottom, so it's hidden under everything. You can see the box that it's in, so I'm just going to lock the layer. So locked. Right, okay, and yeah, okay, we'll start with this dog. I'm going to use a bit of a bodge here. So if I use the magic wand tool, it will grab some of the colours in his coat, but not really many. I'm going to triple the tolerance, so that's the number of shades that Pixel is selecting of that particular colour. So let's go for 90. So I'm going to click, and that's highlighted all of that red. So I'm going to copy that, click on my muscle dog layer and paste. So that I've just done Control C and now I'm doing Control V. So that's added a new layer, probably all the way at the top. Yep. Let's just put that above the muscle dog for the minute, and because I need this lace as well. So I'm going to click on the red. No, not on the right layer. Dog layer. This one. Click on the red. Okay, that's copied, got all that. So Control C for copy, and then Control V for paste. I'm just going to drag that down to just above the muscle dog layer. Right. I'm now gonna hide. I could delete it, but I'm gonna hide the layer. So click on that tick. Just because I might need it later. Right. And then let's just move these boots out of the way for a sec. And this Superman badge. Badges, we don't need no stinking badges. And the sunglasses out of the way. Wow. That cape already fits the dog. That's cool. Right. Which layer do you reckon that is? That one. Let's move it around a little bit, see if there's somewhere slightly better for it to go. Right, so that's where his back is. So I'll go about there and grab hold of the laces, I think. Yep. Okay, so the laces need to be as wide as his neck. I think once the badge is in there, let's just rename that laces. Laces. Okay. And what's the other one? That's his cape. Right click. Cape. Okay. Good, good. Right. He's already cloaked up. Let's put this thing over. So I think he'll get away with it just being straight on. Because the dog's chest is kind of facing us. But I'm going to put the superhero badge behind the laces. So just above muscle dog. That's cool. Right. Can't help thinking I should fade that out or something just to kind of make it look different from the colour of the laces. But I'm going to leave it for now. Make it a little bit smaller. Don't bother. That's the cape. That's the badge. Right, use. Yep, okay, happy with that. Let's tackle his boots. These might be tricky. I've got one pointing to the right for this leg and that leg, and then one facing forwards for these two legs there. So I want to grab, I wonder if I can do it with this magic wand thing again. So that's still set to 90. And that's highlighted just the boot. That's way cheating, but really cool. Right, so copy, paste, and that'll put it at the top. So I'm going to rename that. As far as from my perspective, left boot. And I'll just grab the other boots. Where are my boots? There they are. Right, click on the right layer, click on the boot. It's highlighted all of it, good. Right, copy, Control C, paste, Control V. Scroll back up to the top, rename the layer. Right click, right boot. Okay, good. So click on the boot layer, let's hide those boot, hide boots. Right, and then I've got this boot to go. Let's see, pop it down there, all very fetching. Superman does wear quite long boots. Let's make them about that long. And it's still wide enough that it'll hide his leg. Good. And shrink this one down. Hopefully so they're about the same height. Yep, I'm happy with that. Let's drag, oh bother. Control Z, where's that other boot? Right boot, no, we want a left boot, yes. Let's move it away from the right boot because I think it's behind it or something. So using my arrow keys, I've done that. I need it wider. Now in Pixel, if I resize this, it will constrain the proportions. So it'll make it. It'll try and keep it from squashing. But actually, I want to squash it. So I want to hold down Shift. Just make it wider. And see if that's big enough to hide his leg. Yeah, pretty much. Right, so copy paste, Control C, Control V. No. Oh, duplicate layer, of course. Whoa, what's going on? So it's right boot, duplicate layer. There we have it. And then use the arrow keys to move it. So it's that leg in the background. I'm going to make it smaller because it is behind, further away, therefore should be smaller. Right, that's about as with his leg as hidden as possible. I need to move that underneath that boot though, so it's in the background. Right, and then actually let's rotate it slightly. No, that's not. Okay, and then left boot. Let's duplicate that one. Arrow keys. Holding down Shift, which makes it move slightly quicker. I think otherwise it moves about 1 pixel at a time, which is a bit boring. Right, that seems to have hidden his leg. Okay, I'll leave it like that for now. What have we got next? Sunnies. Right, these sunnies are the wrong way around, so I'm going to flip them horizontally, edit, transform, come on, edit, transform, flip horizontally, like that. I'm going to use the magic wand tool to get rid of the white background, and the magic wand tool to get rid of the white background, so using the delete key to get rid of the colour. Control D to deselect to stop those fuzzy lines. Control plus to zoom back in again. Scroll up. Okay. Right, so to make these things fit on, actually it's a different face, it's the pug's face. Let's leave those off for the minute. Right, so one pug. I want to just extract just the face, and I'm not going to be able to manage to do it with the magic wand, so I'm going with the polygon lasso tool, and let's just zoom right in. Good, okay, so let's start at the bottom. So I think that advert's going to be a pain. Okay, let's brutally chop its neck. This is Morag, by the way. Morag the pug. Like all dogs, she smells. Like all pugs, she smells a bit worse. Apparently the Queen once commented that they're very loud and very smelly. You know you don't see many black pugs because of the arrogance of humans. It's because they don't come out in photos. mean, this photo kind of works, but I do have a lot of images with black blobs. Take a photo of the dog. Can't see the dog. It's too dark. Right, so I'm clicking with my click points relatively close together, because that should make, oops, back. That should make fairly smooth lines. Right, okay, the lines are moving now, so that means it's ready. So I'm going to select, if I press delete now it gets rid of the dog's head, that's no good, Control Z. I want to select the inverse, which means the opposite, invert selection. Now when I press delete it should get rid of everything else. There you go, I vanish, all those things vanish, great, Control D, which gets rid, there's a slight slit there, but never mind. Right, she is to kind of grade out, it's because the contrast is quite low on that picture. So what I'm going to do is have a play with the filters, adjustments, brightness and contrast. Right, with this I play and I see what happens. So increase the contrast. That's kind of done it. Maybe darker to match the dog behind it. Right, press apply. Okay, and then move the dog's head over the intended victim. See, that looks really cool because the head's too big, I think. I think it looks funny, but that's just me. So if I move that behind everything apart from the muscle dog, where is the muscle dog? There it is. Right, so it's, oh yeah, okay, that thing. Shrink it down a little bit. I do want to keep it slightly oversized though. So where's the pug layer? These layers are named because the images were named. So when I downloaded them, I also here it is. I also renamed the images because these things are always a good idea. Right, use the arrow keys to move the head around. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, it does make it. I have to call it it because I can't help thinking the bigger dog is a male dog, not being sexist. Yes, I am being sexist. And she's she. Right, so that's lining up with her eyes. I'm going to get rid of some of this arm. Just need to see where. Okay. So using the lasso tool, polygon lasso tool, the click, actually zoom in a little bit, Control plus. And that's zoomed the actual browser in, that's weird. Right, so cut along there. Oh, hang on. Deselect. Double click and then deselect. Okay, yeah, so I want to get rid of that bit, that arm, so drop down there. and double click, let Pixlr do the guessing. So delete, which gets rid of that arm because it looks like the arm is going behind the back of her head that way. And I'm just going to chop that arm off because she ain't really got ears, and I'm not sure what to do with the rest of the arm. So deselect. Okay. Okay, and then right. Well, there you have it. One tricked out pug superhero dog. So yeah, let's save it. File save. We'll save the PNG just so we've got an image that we can use elsewhere, like in presentations or other images. Download, and then file save, and we're going to save the PXD, which is the original of the image. So if I need to make any changes, the PXD will have all the different image layers. If I had any text in there, all that information is stored in the PXD. Download. Right, so that's done now. I've shown you how to use the tools, slight bodgery with the Magic Wand tool, and the good old reliable polygon lasso tool. Adjusted some brightness and contrast for the pug's head. Yeah, I'll send this to my son and see what he thinks. Right, here comes the little thing. Have a look outside. If it's not raining, go out and, in the old days, go out and play. Why not? You might be young enough for that sort of thing. Enjoyable. But go and get some sunshine, get some fresh air. Right, and I shall catch you in the next video.